There is a specific kind of person who will spend 10 minutes rewriting a simple text message, who will think twice before sharing an opinion, who will delete a social media post moments before publishing it, not because they don't have something to say, but because they are terrified of becoming something they can never fully control in the eyes of others. And if that sounds familiar, then this story might be about you. At first glance, it looks like a fear of embarrassment, a fear of saying the wrong thing, a fear of looking awkward. But this isn't really about being cringe. It never was. It is about something much deeper. Because when you look closely, many people who fear being cringe are not afraid of making mistakes. They are afraid of becoming visible. They grew up in a world where every moment could be recorded, shared, analyzed, and judged. Previous generations could be awkward in private. They could experiment with identity, fail, and move on. But for Gen Z, even temporary mistakes can feel permanent. So they learn to watch themselves constantly. Before they speak, they imagine how others will react. Before they act, they imagine how they will appear. And over time, they begin living not from their own perspective, but from an imagined audience inside their head. Psychologists call this self-monitoring. It is the tendency to continuously adjust your behavior based on how you believe others see you. In moderation, it helps people navigate social situations. But when it becomes excessive, life starts to feel less like self-expression and more like performance.
What looks like confidence from the outside is often calculation. What looks like indifference is often protection. And what looks like independence can sometimes be fear disguised as strength. Many of these individuals trust themselves less than they trust the possibility of criticism. Not because they are weak, but because experience taught them that judgment can arrive instantly and from anywhere. A harsh comment, a public rejection, a moment of humiliation that seemed small to everyone else but remained vivid in memory. Human beings rarely remember every compliment they receive, yet they can remember a single embarrassing moment for years. That is because the brain treats social rejection as a threat. It stores those memories carefully, hoping to prevent future pain. The uncomfortable truth is that most people are far too busy thinking about themselves to spend much time thinking about us. Yet many of us organize our lives around avoiding judgments that may never come. And eventually, the fear of being cringe becomes something larger than social anxiety. It becomes a philosophy of self-protection. A quiet belief that it is safer to be accepted than authentic, safer to be polished than honest, safer to be invisible than vulnerable. But every meaningful human connection begins the moment someone risks being misunderstood. So the real question is not whether you've ever been cringe. The real